To this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match with the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Ready? Watch out, watch out.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check three.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On third down, Jackson. He's letting this one go for, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set. 19. In the car. It's been a long day for you. Mike, Hazel. 51. I got you. Give me that. You're all mine, baby. You gonna get this. You're all mine.
On first down, Watson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. That one a first down pickup of 8. Second year with the Ravens for Hurst. Season he was hoping for, just 13 catches. Remember, he's older than the average second-year player. He spent 2 seasons as a pitcher in minor league baseball before hanging up the glove and heading to the gridiron. Now he says he's more determined than ever. Put on 20 pounds of muscle in the offseason. Says he's on a mission with a lot to prove this year. Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Watson now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Markevius Mingo. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
55, Mike, 55. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I got it. Check, check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Mike 55. Mike 55. Eat.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike. Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Check 31. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Dirt. Watch the twist. Mike 5-5. Echo. Check tight. Check 31.
They're going for it. It's Watson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Watson in the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Tight dog. Motion! 954! Short.
Watson just beating the play clock. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. No gain on this defense, no gain.
On second and 10, Watson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Watson looks to throw again. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. To the air yet again, Watson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Switch it. 59. Wahoo. Come on, boy. 51. I'm trying to collect. Go, Mike 59. Hey, let's calm down.
Watson on third down. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Bring it. 9. 9 go.
Here we go on fourth. Watson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
First down 10 at the 20-yard
Let's put
line.
that team on the bus. Check 50. Check 50. 24. 66. Pull it. Half. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, get in the weight room. 26.
From the red zone now, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
It's just all Trot. It's just me and you. Mike 51. Alert. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. Hop on. Check.
Throwing again is Watson. Got an open man. It's Scott. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Be good. Anyway. Hey, Mike 51. Watch the curls. Alert. 51's the mic, boy. 51. Get that quarterback, D-line. Hustle. Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Again, it's Watson. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Hey, all right, it's free. Hey, let's get there. Check. Hey, watch this.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
At the 4-yard line.
Hey, 24. 55, Mike 55. Check. Mike 55. Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Watson. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
50 points down, he's coming. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey, defense, let's go.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nick Boyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty... But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a give, right side. Grant, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Corey Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now this time he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Alert! 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 That's it. Mike 51! Mike 51!
After the interception, here's Watson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Motion! Motion! 24's down, he's coming. Rotate! Spell! 51, Mike 51. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check, check. Fresno.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. 36. Let's go, Z.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Mike 51. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 51, Mike, 51. Let's go, D.
Let's go.
To throw is Watson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Staying open. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Mike 54.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
54.
Defense, short. Defense, let's go.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
54.
51 to Mike. 59. Pick it up. Back. Motion.
They are going for it. Here's Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Markevius Mingo and the Texans take over an excellent field position. On first down, it's Grant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Grant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They go back to Grant. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Grant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind. Because now getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
51. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
On first down, it's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Whitney merciless in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Mike 51. Try. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
After the sack on first down, Watson over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now a give, right side. It's Grant. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down, Houston.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a give, right side. It's Grant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And some room to maneuver. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They will run with Grant. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51. We own them.
On first down, Watson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Check 43. Motion, motion, motion.
Give me 9.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Pick me up. Here we go.
Back to throw, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Man out, man out, man out, man out. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. It's a party now. It's a party now. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, 59.
That's it.
And the blitz does come. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Markevius Mingo in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's 4th down.
Hey, 59.
Watch, watch. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike 55.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, watch the screen.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, 55. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. So we got man. Henry. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming out. Hey, let's go. It's coming crash. Watch the pass. 51's a Mike.
26.
Here we go.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Open man here is Scott, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a
A shotgun snap for Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At
Alert.
the 40-yard line.
Hey, 24.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check it back. Lucky. Check three.
Jackson now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Here's Jackson. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They find some open field here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Check, cross.
They'll try to run this one in, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Grant taking it in, and the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Strip that ball. 51, 51.
43-yard line.
Go, Jack. Slow. We got this. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's go.
Watson now to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards.
51.
55, 19.
Big series right here. We got
Alert.
I got you.
Time to go.
Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game. Exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. So the field goal means we're back to a 1-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
This is Grant. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road